So if your goal is to get more appointments and more clients predictably every single month in your business, you need to have leads. And there are many ways that you can generate leads in your business. But when it comes to choosing the best way to generate leads in your business, you really need to think about two main things. Number one, you need to think about how much input do you need to put in order to get a desired output. Because even though there are many lead generation channels that you could potentially use, not all of them require the same inputs, and not all of them also give you the same output. The second thing that you need to consider when it comes to generating leads is the profitability. Now, when it comes to generating leads using paid advertising channels such as Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, and even LinkedIn ads, you can generate a lot of leads just by showing people an advertisement about what it is that you do and how you can help people. However, because you're paying for those ads, it's going to eat into your profitability. And even though using paid advertising channels is a great way to scale up and get a lot of results quickly, you're still not making as much profit as you could if you were paying a much lower cost in the first place to acquire a client. And again, this is where free, organic, low-cost channels can do really well to help you generate leads, appointments, and clients in the most profitable way. So with that in mind, let's go through the top 3 channels that I found are working the best as of right now when it comes to getting the best input versus output, and when it comes to getting the best profitability on your marketing campaign. So my first channel is organic SEO, and this is through creating content that helps you rank higher on Google for keywords or phrases that people are typing in related to the services that you provide. Now, it's very important to keep in mind that when I talk about generating leads organically through SEO, I'm not talking about ranking for very high level, high competitive search terms. Instead, I'm talking about ranking at the top of Google for long tail keywords. These are keywords which have relatively small amounts of competition and they are relatively easy to rank for. So these kind of keywords are usually questions that people are asking related to things that you do in your business. So for example, if you do marketing, they could be questions like how to generate leads using Facebook ads, or how to generate leads using LinkedIn, or it could be how to get more clients using Google ads or something like that. The point is you want to answer specific questions that people are asking that are related to the services you provide. And the more specific those questions go, the less competition you'll have. And if anyone does type in those different keywords, even though you're not going to get thousands and thousands of people every day typing in those keywords, the few people that do type in those keywords are very, very targeted, and they're also more likely to actually convert into a client. So think about how deep can you go with different kinds of keywords that you're targeted based on different questions that people are asking, and maybe even think about doing reviews or talking about those different kinds of tools that might be related to your business. So for example, if you are an accountant, you could talk about specific accounting software like Xero. And you could do videos on how to use Xero, or maybe how the software Xero compares to other competitors. The second marketing channel that I would recommend is retargeting ads. So if you're already getting traffic going to your blog or your website, you're probably not getting all of that traffic convert into leads and into appointments and clients. So one very simple thing that you can do to get more conversions is to just run retargeting ads. One of my favorite channels that I like to use is AdRoll, because on AdRoll, you can appear on thousands of different websites and you can very cost effectively retarget all the people that have visited your website in the past, and you can show them your ads everywhere. So this really helps you stay at the top of their minds. Now, just a quick side note, when it comes to retargeting people or even any of the other lead generation channels that I've mentioned, you need to send them into the right funnel, into the right lead magnet, and get them into the right sequence that is going to convert them into clients. So to do this, I highly recommend you watch the video I've recorded at salesappointmentsmasterclass.com, which goes through how you can create a strategy, a step-by-step strategy to take people from strangers into clients. And I'll give you a real life example of what that funnel actually looks like and all the different pieces that you need to have behind the scenes in order for it to work. And then finally, the last and my favorite channel that I would recommend is YouTube. And I'm not talking about using YouTube to get lots of views and subscribers and making money through YouTube ads. I'm talking about using YouTube specifically just to promote your business. And the way that you do that is very similar to the way that you would create blog content. The only difference is that instead of creating blog content, you would create videos. So what you could potentially do is use the blog content that you've already created and repurpose that blog content into videos. And you could record the videos yourself going through that, similar to how I'm doing this right now with this video. Or you could maybe just record your screen and have stock photos and stock videos, and you talk over those videos. Or you could even just outsource this on a website like Fiverr if you don't want to be on the video yourself. One way or another though, as long as you're creating video content that you can put on YouTube that is answering questions that people are searching for, you can start ranking higher on Google for these different search terms. And remember, because you're targeting very specific search terms, you don't need a lot of traffic to get a lot of results. In fact, one of the videos I recorded, which was very, very specific, talking about how financial advisors can generate leads using LinkedIn, I've been able to generate clients every single month from that video. And that video doesn't even have a lot of views. And this is just one of many videos that I've recorded on my YouTube channel that gets views every single day or every week or every month. And many of those views then convert into leads and then into appointments and then into clients. Now, not every video you do on YouTube will get a lot of views or maybe will be successful. But the point is, if you keep creating content on YouTube, answering all kinds of different questions that your potential clients are asking, you're more likely to rank for those different keywords. And the great thing about YouTube is that you don't have to spend any money on ads. So once you create a YouTube video, you can start getting visitors going to that video for years down the line. In fact, one of my most successful videos, which is about how to target business owners using Facebook ads, was recorded over 3 years ago. And today, without me doing anything else apart from changing the title every year and updating the year that's mentioned in the title, every day that video gets new views, and many of those views turn into leads. And then later on, those leads over time turn into appointments and then into clients. And that was a video I recorded over 3 years ago. So once you record videos on YouTube, once it's ranking at the top of Google or at the top of YouTube, you can start getting new viewers or new leads from that content regularly every single month. And again, you don't even have to pay a penny for any of these leads. So the profitability is very high. And as you can see from all of these channels, the output that you get from these channels is very high considering the input that you put into these channels. For example, with YouTube, you just create a video once. So yes, you do need to put some work into creating a video once, but once that video is done, it can potentially get lots of views for years into the future without you doing any additional work or doing any other additional inputs to get that output. And finally, when it comes to profitability, as you can see, they're all very profitable because they don't require a large monetary investment into paid advertising. Now, yes, retargeting ads does require some money in paid advertising, but it's nowhere near the amount of money that you'd need to spend if you're targeting a cold audience. In fact, if you're running retargeting ads, you can spend as little as maybe $5 to $10 a day to retarget people that already know about you to get them to convert into leads, appointments, and clients. So it's very profitable. And again, it requires minimal input to get a really big output. Now, when it comes to using these channels, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds good, but how can I actually automate everything behind the scenes when it comes to generating leads and getting those leads to actually convert into appointments? So to do that, I recommend you watch the video that I recorded that goes through how to automate your marketing. And that will go through step by step what you need to do and how you can automate almost everything that you do when it comes to your marketing. And this will save you a ton of time and will also help you get a better output compared to the input that you're putting in. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.